Good.
Alright.
I'll be honest.
Okay.
Sorry. YouTube Reels was up. So, in order to get to the link, I have to get there.
So we went to Vegas together recently with Pops, me, my dad, and Joey. It's pretty fun. I definitely got into some shit.
Yeah.
We both got into some shit. Some of it we can't talk about on the podcast because I'm not trying to out myself. But
It's nothing bad.
it's nothing too bad, but
Just some cuckery.
some cuckery, not on my part. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I forget the fucker's name. It was something weird too. Like Sven or Bjorn or something. Some fag name.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. We're gonna get kicked off YouTube now. I didn't mean that, by the way.
This is
satire.
too late. You already said it.
Well, now we're doing the fucking T-Mobile thing. T-Mobile Park. Because the lady was like, oh, at T-Mobile Park I got a red card, by the way. It was like this little behavior sticker for basically cussing at this lady because she kept staring at me like every time I would like celebrate when something cool would happen, and she kept like mean mugging me, and she was the type of lady that walked in and had her fucking 5-year-olds in masks. So I knew immediately this lady was a fucking idiot, and she kept staring at me like it became apparent that she was uncomfortable with my presence. And so finally she stared at me the last time, and I was like, you know, if your kids can't handle curse words, maybe they shouldn't come to the fucking game. And then she was like, seriously? Are you for real? Did you really just say that? And I'm like, yeah, I just fucking said that. And then I was like, what are you going to do? And she's like, I'm about to go report you right now. And I'm like, go ahead. What are you going to say to them? And she was like, I'm going to say that you said you can't take your kids to the fucking game, or you shouldn't take them to the fucking game. And I go, you just said it. Right there. No, you just said it now. So maybe I should go report you. And so then everyone in the section around me just started dying laughing. And the lady went, and she was gone for like 45 minutes of the game. Just fucking telling whoever about whatever.
Everybody who would listen.
Yeah. And then next thing you know, like 45 minutes later, 2 people come down. And they're like, oh, we've had a couple complaints about your conduct at the game. And I was like, what did they say? And they say, oh, you know, you're cursing or whatever. And this lady with like 2 babies sitting next to my dad was like, I don't know these people, but whatever he was doing wasn't even bad. Like, that lady is just a Karen. He's fine. And I was like, fuck yeah, lady, like, awesome. So then they're like, well, we're required to give you this card just so you know you've been warned. And the card basically said behave because we need other people to enjoy the game too. Pussy shit.
Yeah.
Huh. So what's going on with Vegas now that you're off your phone? How was your trip?
It was good.
Yeah? What'd you do there?
Like, when we were there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, start off, we rolled into town, and I think we went straight.
We went straight to the El Cortez because we wanted to drop our bags.
Drop off our bags, yeah. Played some blackjack.
No, yeah. For like an hour, and then we were like, what do we want to do? And then
we wanted to go bet on the Mariners because the game was going to start.
So we ate first.
Oh, yes, we did. We ate first.
At that place.
Eureka. Very good.
Pretty good.
And then, yeah, then we played blackjack, I think. I can't remember if we did it before or after we ate. I think it was after because, or no, it was before because we were with your dad. And he tried to split tens.
Dad tried to split tens. God damn it. He's probably gonna watch this too. I don't care. Don't split tens. Or everyone at the table will look at you like you're.
Well, especially when you're older gentleman like that, who obviously knows how to play the game. Then they'll look at you weird. If you're some jackass like that one guy that we were with, that split tens, fucking
Split
doubled,
sevens against the 10.
Yeah, doubled on 12, 13, 14. They didn't care because they knew he was a jackass, so.
Yeah, I even asked the pit boss, I was like, so did you guys even like suspect that he was counting? And they're like, honestly, at first we thought something was up, but then we watched the tape and we're like, no, this guy's just stupid. Because he lost hella money too, apparently.
Yeah, he lost a bunch of money because he said he was down $1,200 before.
And then we pull up and
he's like
doubling 12, 13.
Which he was still losing money.
Yeah, because every time you double, it's like you're playing with two hands. So.
Yeah, but he was getting most of them.
I know. At least when we were watching him.
Yeah. So.
But he was playing the entire how. Obviously I play a little more than you. Like you do like other shit, or you're sleeping more, and I'm like have insomnia or whatever. So I'm just up. We're the opposite. You have narcolepsy. I have insomnia.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, whenever I was up, he was up playing, doing that dumb shit. So I'm like, how big is your bankroll, dude?
No shit.
You're losing all that.
I wanted to get one of those sweet jackets though. That he had.
Yeah, it had like a card on it. It was a Cortez jacket, wasn't it? Yeah. That was pretty cool. It was almost like a smoking jacket. Or like a cigarette jacket, like the Marlboro. How they used to have those.
Yeah, it was a...
Was it leather?
No, it was like almost the same material as like a windbreaker.
A windbreaker?
Yeah. Do you not?
No, I do, but I'm like, that didn't look like a windbreaker, but maybe you're
No,
right.
it was a jacket, but it was like the same material.
Okay.
And then it had embroidered in the back El Cortez with like poker cards. And...
So, what'd you do while we were gone? Oh, what happened while...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so first of all, my dad and I went down there, like... First of all, the trip was planned for me and Joey. Then my dad was like, hey, like, I might come too. And, Joey and I are like, all right.
Yeah, cool.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
So, because we know my dad and I are invested in this company down called INQD that have a couple people that live in Vegas that are involved. So we went down, to have lunch with them. And when we did that, Joey was like kind of on his own, but he came to Red Rocks with us to go have the lunch because he wanted to check it out. And then while we had lunch, he like got into kind of an interesting situation.
Yeah, so I was just sitting at the main, like center bar or whatever. Like what every casino has, they have a bar right in the middle of the casino floor. So I go in there and I put $20 in the video poker machine and just fucking around.
They give you free drinks there, right?
Yeah, they gave me free drinks while I was playing. And then all of a sudden, this guy pulls up. He's in like Carhartt's pocketed shirt, jeans that are like too long, so they like he's like his heel of his foot is like stepping on the back of the pants, and he's in flip-flops, not slides, flip-flops, like thong flip-flops. I'm like, that's an interesting look. He sits down, he starts bullshitting with the bartender like, oh, how are you doing, how's your kid, how was Legoland, all this bullshit. Then starts talking about his daughter's soccer game and this bullshit. He's talking about how, oh yeah, they were in 4th place and they could have played in the championship. They were this close to playing in the championship. I'm like, how if they were in fucking 4th place? Like, that's what I'm thinking to myself. He's like, yeah, because if 3 of the teams would have forfeited, we would have been in the championship. And I'm like, who thinks like that? Who
I'm
thinks
like,
3 teams are gonna forfeit to get you into the championship?
that's gonna be quite a lackluster league.
Well, I mean, it is like fucking 5-6 year olds, and then they split. They split the day up.
Oh, that's a little more realistic, 3 teams forfeit,
Yeah, because they just want to go home because the championship's at 5 and the game started at 9 in the morning. So, but nobody did, so they didn't make it. But I had to fucking sit there and listen to this shit, right?
That sounds like the most boring story. Now I have to listen to it.
Yeah,
Fuck
exactly.
that guy.
Yeah, but it gets better because he starts talking to me and asking me what I do for a living, where I'm from. He tells me where he's from. He's from LA, which makes sense with the flip-flops.
Yeah.
And then he's like, yeah, I'm a Finnish carpenter. I do cabinets and this and that. I know, cool, man. I don't really give a fuck. I'm just trying to drink and kill time, but I'll bullshit with your drunk ass. So he's like, hey, man, do you smoke? I'm like, I mean, occasionally, yeah. He's like, well, you want to go outside and toke up? I'm like, no, I'm good. I don't need to do that right now. And he's like, oh, come on, man. And I'm like, this is getting really weird with the amount of peer pressure to a random person that he's giving.
Right.
So I'm like, no, I'm good. He's like, okay, whatever, man. So then we just start drinking. Then we keep bullshitting. Then he brings up why he's in Vegas. I guess a friend of his parents, or his friend's parents, build up a bunch of work for him. And then when they get enough work, he'll drive from Los Angeles to Vegas, which is only a 4-hour drive.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, I come up here every once, like once a month when they build up enough work. And he's like, but my truck's been making a weird noise. And at this point, he already knew that I was a mechanic. So he's like, do you think you could come out and listen to it? I'm like, all right, I guess. I mean, I don't really have much to do. And I don't want to just fucking gamble. Right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. So I go out there with him, listen to his truck, tell him what's wrong with his truck. And he's like, I know you don't have to smoke them right now, but I'll give you some joints. I'm like, you don't have to do that, man. He's like, come on, it's good Cali weed, man. I'm like, all right, whatever. And so he pulls out this mason jar full of pre-rolls. I mean, like packed full, and it's a quart mason jar, like the big ones. And he's like, yeah, actually, you know what? You don't want it to stink in the casino, so I'll just give you these. And then he pulls out tube pre-rolls.
Like labeled and everything.
Labeled and everything. I'm like, okay, well, I'll take those. Feel a little bit better about that. So he hands me 3. I just shove them in my pocket. I'm not paying attention. We go back to bullshitting or whatever and drink. They get done with their lunch. We meet back up, and then I start looking at them. They're pretty decently expensive
Like
pre-rolls.
dipped in oil and keef.
Yeah.
So it's like a I forget what you call that, but kind of like a tie stick or whatever.
Well, they call them hemp blunts.
But it wasn't a blunt. It was a joint.
Yeah, it was. It looked
I feel-
like a joint,
Yeah.
but it must have been a hemp wrap.
No, it was a
No?
it was a joint. It just was dipped in oil and had keef on it on the outside, which was really
Weird.
good. The hemp wraps are like all green. Yeah, I don't like those as much. I like joints a little better. Hemp wraps are just kind of harsh. But, anyways, those were good joints. And it worked out because the first or second night, I think it was the second night
Yeah.
we were there,
You
I was
lost your fucking.
fucked up at Ellis Island.
Yeah.
And dude, I was so fucked up I couldn't read, apparently, at the... You said that I had a hard time reading the teleprompter at the...
Yeah, you couldn't sing
Karaoke.
karaoke because you just couldn't. Like, you just weren't reading it. And it was Hunger Strike. It's not even that hard of a song.
Right, it's literally like 4 words repeated over and over the entire fucking song. Basically.
Yeah,
There's,
basically.
you know, yeah, apparently I fucked that up. And somewhere in there, I think my dab pen went. So I woke up and I was like, fuck!
When all those BBWs were all over you.
Oh my god, bro. I had to push her off of me, dude. She did you remember that part? She was like being too much. This big black lady was just, she must have been,
It was a BBW.
she was like, she looked like 2 Joeys because she was your height.
Yeah.
She looked like 2 or 3 Joeys.
She was shorter than me.
She was short. She was just like a fucking roly-poly, dude. She was just like...
Built like a blueberry.
Short. She was. She was built like a blueberry. She was trying to like throw it back on me at the fucking Ellis Island, and I was like not having it. You know, at first I thought it was funny, but then she got too much with it, and she was like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" I was like, "I have a girlfriend, and she's hot. You're a fat tub of shit. I don't want anything to do with you, lady."
Like, this is not, we're not talking about thick women. We're talking about morbidly obese.
I'm talking about
my
2
500 pound
Lizzos.
life.
2 Lizzos.
Yes.
Okay? Like, I would, like, if Lizzo would have done it, I still would have been a little upset. But, like, I would have been able to, like, at least handle it because the celebrity factor. There was nothing, like, making up for it. Like, no redeeming qualities of this lady. She was, at least she was nice at first, but then she came kind of forceful.
Yeah, she got really,
Forceful. And threatening.
Very rapey.
Very rapey, yeah. And I don't know if you guys know how, like, forceful a black woman can be, but they can be pretty fucking forceful.
Well, when they're horny, they're horny.
She definitely was. And that was not the first old horny lady that we encountered on that trip.
As far as getting handed joints and getting handed old horny bitches.
That was covered.
Yeah.
The trip was covered, bro.
Uh,
God, that's why I agree with you, bro. Vegas with girls would be good. Like, I need to bring my girlfriend, and you need to bring
Yeah.
your situation. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, because seriously, every time we go down there, it's like there's a bunch of rapey shit that happens to us. My crotch got fucking grabbed again on Fremont. That night I was out by myself, of course. God damn.
allegedly.
Bro, it happened. Like, on my way into Four Queens. And then I was talking to this cool-ass bartender in there that was like, he said he was like 2 weeks divorced. He lives in an apartment but owns a Hellcat. I'm like,
Stay toxic.
get your
baby.
fucking priorities straight, bro. I literally, like, I was, a little drunk at this point, so I was like, bro, you are, like, not doing it right. And he was like, really? Tell me why. I'm like, because you bought a liability before an asset, dog. You think you're going to resell that Charger or Challenger for more than you bought it for? No, bitch. And you have to, it costs money to own. You have to put gas in it. You have to pay for insurance, maintenance, So like that's why people stay broke and poor, because he doesn't have a terrible job. I guarantee you he gets tipped a lot. He's bartender at Four Queens. You know, I tipped him.
Gross.
Oh, it's very gross in there, especially Bo. That's where I met the guy named Spoon. Shout out Spoon if you're watching this. I guarantee he's not. But he was an old black man. His name was Spoon, and he was an old homeless black man that was like, he had it together though. He was like on point with his advice. He seemed like he had been through a lot. What'd this say? I wish you would tip me like, oh, Mia Khalifa is in here. Nice. We get multiple porn star guests. It's either Johnny Sins or Mia Khalifa.
I want to see a collab. I know she's retired, but I'd like. It's probably already been done. You know what? I redact that statement. I just need to look it up.
Yeah, I'm not that. Honestly, dude, I try to stay away from porn a little more these days. It's not like when I was in 8th grade, you know, where it was like a daily habit, multiple times a day. You know.
Gotta bump those numbers up.
Yeah, like it's just
numbers.
not. I try to stay away from that. I feel like it's not very healthy for young people.
Young minds.
Seriously, I feel like it's not, because then you got like these weird ideas in your head. You know.
Well, I mean, everything's bad when it's abused.
Sure. I'm not against porn, but I think young people shouldn't watch porn.
That's who I think should watch porn.
No.
Yeah.
No. Like, you definitely shouldn't be watching porn if you're like, 12 years old.
Yeah. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Because what else are you going to do?
Jerk off to like pictures. You know what I mean? That's a
I
lot
mean,
healthier. I feel like that's a lot healthier than like.
You can't just go, oh, here's X videos.
That's what they do. Like, that's what I did.
You gotta work your way up.
Bro, when I got a tablet, it was the first fucking thing I did. I was like 11. The first thing I did was go on Pornhub. Because I was like, oh shit, this is my fucking tablet. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Go back to Playboys. I'm low-key advocating for that. Low-key. I'd be okay with that. For the young kids. Endless supply of Playboys. But, because the porn, there's a lot of weird shit you can watch in porn.
Well, that's where you're kind of, porn is just a blanketing term. You gotta be more specific.
Because the internet is a blanket thing. You can get whatever. On the homepage of Pornhub, you can get anything from, like, rape porn.
Yeah.
Zeke, hey, don't do that. You're not allowed in the studio if you do that. Come here. Come here, buddy. Zeke, come. So, come here, Zeke. I feel like kids can,
Come on.
get up there. Good boy. I feel like kids can find whatever they, like, want or don't want to see. It's all there.
Yeah.
That's kind of the problem. It's not like fucking you're just watching vanilla amateur shit. You're watching, like... There's literally videos of a dude that, like, makes girls, like, puke with his dick into, like, a dog bowl.
Hold on. How? We were 7th grade? And we were watching OG Mudbone.
Bro, for real. And that was borderline, like, comedy, because that was so obviously fake.
Yeah.
There's no way.
That's the thing. That was what we were watching
The thing, though, is, like, people like Caden Morgan thought it was real. You know what I mean? Like, god damn it, dude. No, obviously it was fucking fake, and the jizz was fake, too. It was some weird... they make fake cum.
This I know.
You know? God damn, dude. It's like... I don't know, man. I just think kids... The sexualization of kids in general has gotten too crazy.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, that's kind of just, something I'm not okay with, especially with. Nah, I don't know if you've seen the videos of like the drag, like
Oh yeah,
shit,
that's just
and
fucking
like the
ridiculous.
kids being there, and like they're like having the kids put money like in their bra or whatever.
It's okay because it's a guy dressed as a girl. What if it was?
I know.
What if it was just a stripper? What if you just took your 6-year-old into a strip club?
That's literally what's happening.
Like, that's what I don't understand.
I don't
That's
know.
what this shit is.
I know. I personally really, really don't like it, and it bothers the shit out of me. And maybe that makes me ignorant and stupid, and so be it, because it's just something that bothers me a little bit. I don't like seeing a 2-year-old fucking putting his money in some thing's crotch, you know? And
I don't
sorry,
like seeing-
thing was a little, that's, they, them, or whatever they want to go by.
He doesn't want to assume, so they're things right now.
Right, I don't want to assume, yeah. But, I mean, to be honest, though, it is, what kind of monster wants to be touched by a fucking kid in that way, too? You are kind of, like,
Yeah.
non-human at that point. That's fucking pedo shit, low-key. That's gross as fuck, man. For real. And girls, guys, they, thems, anything can be pedophile. So, that's sus.
This is true.
That's sus behavior, low-key. I think, like, I agree with all those, and I hate to say it, man, but I agree with all those, like, stupid idiots like Tucker Carlson about that shit. He's right 100% about that shit. I don't like what's happening to the youth in America. It's scary as fuck. The feminization of men,
Yeah.
not good.
No.
We're gonna have a bunch of men that don't know how to do anything and like don't know how to get through problems. Like when shit gets hard, they're just gonna fucking collapse
And cry.
and cry. Well, and it's one thing to cry, but like do something about it while you're crying. Maybe don't just cry and fucking shut down like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Baby back bitch.
Did I bring the remote from downstairs?
Probably.
Yeah.
There's 2 Xfinity
My dad
remotes.
doesn't care. He's fucking jamming out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. We don't need to talk about that anymore if you don't want.
What were we talking about?
The sexualization of kids.
Well, I know that. I mean, before that, Vegas.
Oh. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that yet until it's like a bit more official. The boxing thing.
No, I'm not. I don't want to talk about that.
I don't want to talk about that.
Uh,
We can talk about sports betting. You
Yeah.
know? I mean, shit. Yeah, I think you had a couple bad beats down there, but at least I was profitable overall, definitely, because I bet really heavy on the Mariners, but we had some pretty good picks down there. What was your best pick?
Angels.
Yeah, that one too. That was a good one. They were like plus money against
They were plus 140, I think, against the Yankees.
who've been playing like shit. So we think I put like 200 on it. You put like 100 maybe.
Yeah.
And then we had I had the Padres plus money.
Actually, I think I only put 20 on
Well, you're not like a high, you're not.
it. Yeah. Well, I just don't have the bankroll to be betting like that.
Yeah, which is
I
fair.
don't have the risk money.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
You gotta have it
Mm-hmm.
so that you can eat a loss.
Mm-hmm.
If some bullshit happens, like with the Mariners today, who were fucking up 4-0 in the beginning of the game, looked like they had it in the bag. Castillo had 7 strikeouts in a row. Then fucker decides to just get touched up on the first pitch of every at bat and just give up a bunch of fucking home runs. Padres are best team. Shut the fuck up. Padres are not the best team,
Didn't the
bro.
Padres get
Padres
raped
got
by the
raped,
Phillies?
Nationals.
Nationals.
The other day, like last week. Padres are not the
Well,
best
what
team.
was it yesterday? Didn't they lose yesterday?
The
Because that was part
Nationals.
of our parlay.
That was Nationals played the Cardinals, and the Cardinals won.
No, I'm talking about yesterday.
The
The Padres
Padres
lost
I think no.
to the Phillies, right?
No, the Padres beat the Diamondbacks yesterday
Oh, that's right. That's who they were playing. They came
by
back.
1.
Oh my god. Oh
So
my
the
god.
Padres can't cover a spread for the life of them. They're not the best team in the league because their spread was 2. The Padres are occasionally. I'll take them at plus money against shitty teams because their lineup's too good. But they are just dog shit and underperforming, honestly. For who they have, they should be fucking number 1 team. Or competing for the number 1
Who
spot.
were they
in the
playing
NL.
while we were in Vegas and they barely squeaked by when it should have been a fucking cakewalk?
I forget, bro, but it had to be somebody like the Athletics or something. I don't know. But the Rangers beat the fucking Astros yesterday, too. That was dumb.
Yeah, that was fucking stupid.
The Astros had multiple times where they were
It was
runners.
hilarious. It was like the 4th inning, and I was sitting on the couch watching the game. My dad was sitting in the chair watching the game with me, and I was like, yeah, I seen the other day the stat that said, like, when Julio Rodriguez hits a home run, the Mariners are, 24-14 when, whatever his home run number. I can't remember what the exact numbers were, but Jose Altuve had a ridiculous stat like that. Like, they were 20-5
when he hits a
hits
donner.
when he hits a home run, because he's hit 25 home runs.
He's their leadoff guy.
And
That's unfair.
And literally, he was up next. He was on deck. He comes up, bomb. I'm like, well, I guess they won this fucking game. No, they got their asses raped.
Yeah, I think that.
They just got dominated in the last.
That's an unfair stat too, because Altuve has a much better lineup than like Julio. Like, he has better people all around backing him up. So, like, in terms of like, oh, he's 20-5 when they hit a home run. It's like, well, it's because there's other guys on the team that are good too.
Well, yeah, but it's like it's not a stat to say how good they are. It's a stat to say for betting, really.
Yeah. I wish we could do home run props.
Because it's stupid. Like, oh, they're undefeated in their blue Space City uniforms. So if they're gonna wear them, you gotta bet on them.
I mean,
just like stupid shit like that.
I don't know about.
It's not smart, but
yeah. Sometimes stuff like that works though, but that's not the way I typically like to play it. I don't like. I learned in fucking last year with trends in college. They'll never bet against Saban. We both learned about that, didn't we?
Yeah, no shit.
That was fucked. But honestly,
fucking Stetson Bennett.
I will say, I think Bama's about to rape Texas this week.
Yeah, probably.
The spread's to like 20. I think they're definitely going to cover it. Texas has not been good, and it's a big statement game for Bryce Young if he wants to get the Heisman. I think he has a good chance. Bryce Young's a good player. He just was a freshman last year.
I want to see a defensive player get the Heisman.
There has to be like an amazingly good one, like Jabril Peppers.
Well, he didn't get it. Manti Te'o was.
He was really close though.
Really close. He didn't get it. The last defensive player to get it is Charles Woodson.
He got it like twice, didn't he?
No.
He didn't get it twice?
No, because Peyton got it once, I thought.
Manning?
Yeah.
Probably. I'm not an expert in late 90s college, to be honest. I'll concede that one. But I think, oh man, that UFC fight was crazy. Did you watch it?
Negative.
Tai Tuivasa almost knocked out Cyril Gahn. +5, +400. You know,
Damn.
like he knocked him down and like his lights were out for a second, but then he came back too, and there were multiple times where he wobbled him, and it was a good fight. But
Damn.
Cyril Gahn hit Tai in the stomach like 4 times, extremely hard, with kicks.
Ouch.
So he like couldn't withstand it anymore. You're my brother's favorite team? Okay. I don't. Here, let me see. Who is in here? Live chat. Danica Peterson. They're my brother's favorite team. No, that was rude. Padres are good. I mean, I'm not saying they're bad.
Yeah, we're not saying they're bad.
They
We're just saying
underperform.
yeah.
They underperform
Their
for what
roster
they have.
is way too good for their record.
Yeah,
Like, they should be up with the Dodgers.
and they did beat the Dodgers the other day once. Or maybe twice. But still, doesn't matter. They're not, like, Dodgers and them are not even in the same
I'm
league.
never going to bet on a Dodgers-Mets game again in my life.
Yeah, that's kind of a bad...
Bad juju. I bet on them. It was Mets plus money against the Dodgers
loss.
in Vegas. Lost. Then we came back.
Dodgers plus money against the Mets.
And yeah, then it was Dodgers plus money. I was like, okay, well, take the Dodgers then.
Yeah, that did not work out.
Not at all.
But a few of my other bets did. I think I'm about to go... So who do you got tomorrow, bro? NFL Week 1. First
What's
game.
the Thursday night?
Bills and Rams.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A good Thursday night game.
Bills. I think Bills are gonna come out hot. Because, well, the Rams are kind of. I mean, they got Bobby Wagner now. They got. They got Aaron Donald. They got Bobby Wagner. They got all these fucking guys on defense.
Oh, they have Wagner now?
Yes.
Okay, I'm betting on the Rams.
But Matt Stafford's hurt. They don't have Odell Beckham Jr., which he was like a really good push for them at the end of the season.
Maybe I'll do the under. Bet on the under.
But then you got the fucking Bills, and they could put up 43.
Against a shitty defense, but not the Rams. I guess Jalen Ramsey's out, though, isn't he?
I don't know.
I heard he's, like, hurt right now.
Well, didn't they put up 40 on the Chiefs last year?
Their defense is okay. Yeah.
I mean, they got good defensive backs. They should be able to.
Decent D-line.
Yeah, they should be able to cover them. They should not allow them to put up 40. That's what I'm saying. They're not going to shut them out by any means, but
It's also Week 1. Offenses might be slow. Right?
right. That's also true.
Yeah.
But you never know. I think last year the Bills came out hot, and they just put up some fucking points because once they get hot, they'll roll you over.
What about Jaguars versus the Commanders?
I had to think about who the Commanders
The
were for a
Commanders.
second.
It's
The
better.
Skins?
It's better than football team.
Yeah, the Skins.
Sure. Yeah, I don't care.
The
Whatever the fuck
Foreskins.
they're
They
called.
should have renamed themselves to the Foreskins.
Whatever they got, whatever their stupid name is. Yeah, this team from Washington D.C. versus Jacksonville.
I think Jacksonville's gonna win
Me too.
because Carson Wentz is ass.
Terrible.
Ass.
And Lawrence is not that bad. He just was put in a bad situation, and I think he's gonna do a lot better this year.
He single-handedly made the Indianapolis Colts lose to the Jaguars last year.
Yeah, I think and they're plus money. They're underdogs.
The Jags?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
It's close though.
Frick.
I'm gonna bet that one for sure. I love the Jaguars money line. I also like the I don't know, bro. The Chargers and Raiders. Like the Raiders are like plus 150. The Chargers are like minus 200 or something. I don't know, bro. And I think the spread's like 4 or 5. Or I think it's something like that. I think the fucking Chargers will win, low key. But I kind of want the Raiders to win. I kind of want that Devontae Adams connection to be real. What?
Oh, I pulled the chat up so we don't have to stand up there to read it.
That's so much better, bro.
It helps to use your brain every once in a while.
Keep the children vanilla. LOL.
Well, did you see we had Mia Khalifa and Riley Reid in at the same time?
Wow. Who is being touched by kids? What? What were we talking about? Drag queens. Oh, yeah, drag queens. Thank you. What is the dog's name? Zeke. Padres.
Or Peter.
Oh, Hackett. What's up, bro? Share it with your friends, Hackett. We're trying to get this shit popping. But yeah. I'm just like thrilled overall with how the MLB season has gone betting wise.
Yeah, you've been rolling in it. I mean, betting on the Mariners, they're in money cheat code right now, except for last night.
Well, you gotta know when to go big. I didn't go big. No, last night they won. Today they lost. I didn't go big today. I played with like $200.
I'm glad I rolled over because I bet 50 on them when we got back from Vegas. They won, so I collect 80.
Perps.
I rolled it over, so I bet 80 and 30 cents, and they won, and the odds were better. It was like only minus 140, actually.
I think you're right.
It's in my wallet. And then it's to collect like 130.
Oh, you still gotta collect it?
Yeah, I have it going.
Nice. Well,
that's the fucking shitty.
That should be your NFL bet money this week.
Yeah, I think so.
That way we're playing with
that, or it'll pay for the shotgun I just bought.
You just bought a shotgun?
Yeah.
What kind of shotgun did you buy? That's a topic.
Minus 155.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Put that back in there. I bought this tactical shotgun. It's a pump shotgun, so it's kind of sexy.
I like pump.
It's
I want to buy one
got a
too.
pistol grip, Picatinny rail on the top, so you can put a sight on it.
Yeah.
And then it's pump.
How
12
many?
gauge.
What brand?
It's some cheap brand. It was on clearance at Palmetto State Armory. It was $120.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it gonna work, you think?
Oh yeah. I googled it before I bought it.
Where'd you go? Where's that?
Palmetto. It's a website.
Oh.
They sell gun parts and guns and stuff.
Can they? Where do they ship it to? Your gun store?
Yeah, local gun store. You pick what gun store. Some pawn shops. If they sell guns at the pawn shop, that means they have an FFL, so they can federally. It's a federal firearms license, so they can federally sell firearms legally. So you can send it there too. And it's not that hard to get an FFL yourself either. And what's nice is that if you get an FFL, you can legally own fully automatic rifles too.
Really? Hell yeah.
But an FFL, you have to it's like almost a 6 to 8 month wait period, different background checks and fingerprints and a whole bunch of shit. But it's not hard. It's kind of worth it.
I want to buy that shotgun. I could
be
swing
fun.
that. But I could probably, I don't know, I kind of want to buy one at a gun shop so I can see it in person.
Well, just wait until mine shows up. Well, I don't know if the price will be the same. But
Worst NFL team? I don't know.
Probably this year,
It's gonna be like a toss-up between
Steelers.
Ooh, okay. I don't know about that, to be honest.
You think Kenny Pickett is gonna pull
I don't
him
have
out?
faith in their players. I have faith in Mike Tomlin.
Midget hands is gonna pull him out.
I got faith in Tomlin more than I got faith in Pete, low key.
Well, I was not. Yeah,
I think the Seahawks are gonna be like up there.
I could see them being
The Texans
Jurassically. Oh yeah,
are gonna
Texans
be ass.
are gonna be cheap.
They might be the worst one this year. They might be worse than the Jets this year, 100%. I don't
That's
think
true because they got at least the Jets have Joe Flacco.
they have Sauce.
They
They got Sauce, bro. He's gonna carry the team.
Sauce Gardner.
Can't believe he pulled up. This NIL shit's so crazy, bro. I got recruited at the wrong time, for real. Did you see that shit?
Mm-mm.
CJ Stroud. He had enough money, bro. He dropped 60 bands on his team, on his OL to get uniforms or like suits.
I mean that's generous.
No, hella, but I'm
That's
saying
a nice
like,
guy.
but I'm saying like, it's a lot of money, bro.
Favorite gun that I own? I only own a few. I'm working on. I only have 2 that are. Well, yeah, only one's in my name, but that's a different topic for another day. Yeah, I just bought all the parts for my other 2 ARs, so I'll be building those the next week. So I have my 1911, my AR-15, I have another AR-15 on the way, and an AR-10 on the way, and then I have that shotgun. And depending on how that shotgun is, that might be my favorite. But if it's kind of shitty, that AR-10 is hands down going to be my favorite. As far as guns that I can shoot right now, it'd be my 1911. But with what I have, and what I have and will have in the future, that AR-10 is going to be nasty.
Yeah.
Because it's going to shoot. It shoots 1,000 yards, no problem.
Huh.
You just have to have a good enough scope. And then I have 30 round magazines for it. So I can shoot
Fuck you,
30
James
rounds
Lee.
at fucking 1,000 yards.
Fuck you, Jansley.
Yeah. Fuck that piece of shit.
Trying to take away our fucking big magazines. I want a drum mag, dude. I want a drum mag for a shotgun. That'd be possible with your pump?
There are some magazine fed pumps. Yeah.
Sick. I kind of want a pump. I did, well, semi-autos are kind of sick too. That's what I did the bird hunting with.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a Benelli or yeah, it was a Benelli. And it was a semi-automatic.
Did it keep jamming up though?
Only when it got really hot, but it was easy to fix.
Mm.
Just
Yeah, you
just grab the thing out.
Well, you
Yeah,
you
clear
just
it.
cycle it.
Yeah. Sometimes though, you gotta literally grab it with your hand. NIL deals were around when I played. Yeah. Hackett, you know I could have got the bag though. At least at like a smaller school, like I definitely could have gotten Utah State.
Well, right now you'd be on the list guaranteed for the Hooters. Did you see they recruited like 76 offensive linemen from a bunch of different D1 schools? And it's only like
No.
1 or 2 at a school in their NIL deals with Hooters. And they're supposed to, every week or whatever, every home game or something, they're just supposed to promote to go to Hooters to watch college football.
That'd be so easy to do. I'd literally be like fucking Talladega Nights about it. Like so over the top, you know? I'd be like, and that's why Hooters is the best place to watch college football. Like, even when it was unrelated.
Yeah.
I do it at the worst time. I do it like right after we took a L. I haven't gotten to shooting. I don't know, bro. I just don't like shooting because it's like a waste of money. Ammo is so fucking expensive. Like, if ammo was cheap, I would love to shoot. But it's literally like an arm and a leg. Like, do you want to pay $200 and hear a bunch of noise? It's literally what you're doing, you know? Like,
well, I mean, with how you go shooting, yeah.
well, how else would you go shoot? You know, like if you're target shooting, it's still the same thing.
Kinda.
You just, I mean, I guess it's a little more engaging.
Yeah. And if you're shotgun and you go,
I like clay. That's different though. That's really engaging. I would do that. Like when I went to that Mississippi, you would love that place, bro. That Prairie Wildlife, Mississippi. Oh, it was just a bunch of skeet shooting and bird shooting. It's awesome. And when you shoot a bird, it's so satisfying to watch it fall to the ground. And the dog, because the dog is just right on it. Like, people, dogs like him. Dogs like Zeke. Just go. I literally saw a dog, like, jump in the air and kill a bird. It's pretty sick. I don't know, man. I just don't really like shooting that much.
Good skeet shooting. Or
besides
even
that,
for a handgun, they have the target areas where they're, you know, you're supposed to, it's like the competition shooting areas. You're supposed to shoot, boom, high, low, here, over here, here. You gotta work your way all the way across in a certain amount of, or as fast as you can.
or the Terran tactical thing.
And you have to hit every one of them. Yeah.
Yeah. It's therapy. Yeah, I guess. See that. I prefer hitting a punching bag.
Therapy for school shooters.
Hey, you said it, not me. Oh my god, that's funny. God damn. So, what do you think about the playoffs for the MLB? Like, do you think...
Well, there's a 90-something% chance that the Mariners make it. I mean, they definitely can still fuck it up. But it would be really hard. At the rate that they're playing, they pretty much have to just give up.
Yeah, we have a really good team. Like, we have a really... best team we've had in years. What, Bailey? Wait, Bailey, is it true you fought a coach at stadium during a game? Damn, that's the rumor. That's funny how that... That's so funny how that rumors go around. No, that's not true. I did not fight a coach during the game. I got kicked out of the Wilson game after one penalty, and I was super pissed because it made no sense, because the penalty was a block in the back. It wasn't even a personal foul. And the refs kicked me out. And it was the first game that John Boyd, Daniel, Sour Patch, all of them could come back and play. So it was the first game we were at full strength, and we still could have made the playoffs if we beat them. Because we were the better team, and we didn't make the playoffs because I was out of the game. So I was super pissed, but I did not fight a coach. No. God damn. Imagine if I did, though. I would have fought Coach Higgins. That short bitch. He looked like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. For real. That guy was annoying as fuck. I did flip him off during a game. It's on film. I gave him the double birds because he told me I wasn't getting any pressure on the quarterback, but I was literally getting there every play, and the quarterback was under pressure and making terrible throws, and they weren't moving the ball. So I was like, are you not watching the game? So in the very next play, I was like, all right, fuck you. And I was like, I basically, ran the team at that point because I was, the senior, so I could like tell everybody what to do. So I like made the guy like move. I shifted the whole D line, like had me go against their fucking best guy, and then I was like, all right, fuck you, I'm gonna show you right now. I just like went in a 2-point stance and just ran right through the gap, got right to the quarterback, ran him to our sideline towards our coach. The quarterback went right in front of Coach Higgins, and I just flipped him off right as I was running towards the sidelines. It was hilarious.
That's hilarious.
What was your worst thing that you did to a coach during your football career?
I think I told him to fuck off because they pulled me my fumbling problem.
Oh yeah.
I fumbled one time in high school, and they pulled me out of the game, and I was the only guy that could move the ball downfield that game. It was against Peninsula, and we went to Peninsula on Monday night, and these fucks, our quarterbacks were trash. They couldn't pass the fucking ball.
Who were your
to save their
quarterbacks?
lives. Cody Udell.
Oh my god, that's a name I haven't heard in forever.
And I forgot who the other quarterback was.
Cody Udell?
But they couldn't fucking pass the ball. The one time that they wanted to pass it and try to get downfield, I passed it. It was a halfback pass.
Yeah, because you can actually throw the ball.
Yeah. It was hilarious. But anyways, they pulled me out, and it fucking pissed me off because at that point, I'm not going to mention any names, but this guy had already fumbled 3 times in the game. They put him back in.
You're not going to mention any names? Why?
I don't want to start shit, but... And let's just say...
What are his initials? So I know who it is.
Texas Ranger.
Okay. You can just tell me after.
Anyways, he had this fumbling thing. He had the real fumbling problem.
Oh, I know
He just
who it
like
is.
averaged 2 fumbles a game,
Bro, I'll say it.
and
Fuck it.
never got pulled out of a game.
He had a hot mom. That gives it away even more. That's all you had to say.
Yeah. Fuck.
Mention names for the chat. I don't give a fuck. I don't know. We're not like fucking saying that he's a terrible guy. I'm saying it too, not him.
True.
Tyler
True.
Roosh.
Yeah, true. He's not a bad guy. He's a nice guy.
He's not a bad dude. He just had a fucking,
He just had coaches on his dick for some fucking reason.
Yeah, he just kind of, he had this like weird complex when he was in 8th grade, for sure, where he thought he was better than everybody when he wasn't. But he was a hard-working dude, and his mom was hot. And everyone on the team always talked about banging her. It's like all we talked about was banging Mama Roosh. Especially when Ernest and Micah showed up. I wonder why. It's like a Pornhub video. Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, he had already fumbled a few times that game. And then they put him back in. And I fumbled it on a 40-yard run. All I had left was a safety, and he peanut punched it out. I'm like, really? I'm the only guy to run through this defense further than 5 yards? And you're going to pull me out?
Yeah, you should have, man, I wish you could have kept playing ball.
I know.
God damn it.
I'm too retarded.
Semi. That's why you should, like...
If I had any brains, I would have played at a D1 school.
You should do something competitive. With, like, Swiss wrestling is great. You should do something that involves like wrestling. You know, like jiu-jitsu. Like you could do a jiu-jitsu competition.
Yeah.
You'd probably be pretty fucking good at it, honestly. You just have to lose weight so that you could fight in your proper weight class.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to, you know, fight at fucking heavyweight or even really light heavyweight. You want to be like a middleweight. Walk around at light heavyweight weight and cut to middleweight.
Yeah.
Like the guy at the gym. So yesterday I was at jiu-jitsu. I'm so fucking sore right now. I can barely move. Because there was this fucking dude, this half black, half poly guy that was a pro fighter from Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
He was like 6'2", 235. Just fucking bricked up. Like, looked like a middle linebacker.
He was bricked up.
Just like schlonged up, bro. No, like seriously though, he looked like he could play in the NFL right now.
Yeah.
And so I forget where I was going with this. Oh yeah, he's 6'2", 230, so he said he cuts down to fight light heavyweight.
Jesus Christ.
And he was stocky. So you'd want to fight like below his weight class, you know?
Yeah.
Probably.
Probably be safe.
Yeah. We could do, I mean,
Fucking, you remind me.
I like jiu-jitsu. It's fun to train too. It's like honestly my guy too that trains me is like hella cool.
Fucking.
Shout out Christopher if you're watching this, Chris. Oh yeah, we don't have to go up there. I agree with Bailey. Okay, cool, yeah. About the athletic competition? Yeah. I'm about to do... Oh, hold on. That one I do have to look at.
Oh, you're gonna.
No, I don't
You're
have to
gonna
look at it.
pause the fucking.
Nope, I don't.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. You can wait. Sorry. But, what were we talking about?
Well, you reminded me about.
Jiu-jitsu.
Well, yeah, you were talking about that, but you mentioned the NFL, and it kind of reminded me, Manti Te'o. Have you seen that documentary?
Have you?
Yes.
Is it crazy?
Yes.
You can talk about it if you want.
Okay.
I probably won't watch it.
The guy who catfished him, who pretended to be a girl.
He was fat, right?
Well, not then. He is. Well, she is now. Yeah. Yeah.
That makes a little more sense why they're pretending to be a girl online.
So, but this is the crazy part, right? They go through the whole documentary talking about how, well, she was in the documentary the whole time. They got both sides of the story. So, as the story's playing out, they're asking Manti these questions, and they're asking, I forgot what her name is.
Doesn't matter. The catfisher.
The catfisher. They were asking them questions about as the story was unfolding. There was a point where she told him that the girlfriend had died, or no, not died, got into a car accident, a severe car accident, and was in a coma in a hospital bed. And it was like, oh, could you talk to her and keep her company? And so Manti Te'o was on the phone talking to his girlfriend in a hospital bed, is what he thought. And it was so fucked up because the catfisher was like, oh, it's working. That's the most, life we've seen out of her in a week. Da 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 da. And he was like, that's it. I'm gonna call her every day and talk to her every day.
Oh, God.
And so he got suckered in really bad, but
like,
it was so fucked up. And then told him that she had leukemia And then
Well, why did he believe this though? He never met her.
well, the thing is he texted some people that he knew, like, hey bro, you know who this is? And they're like, yeah, I know who that is. Because they had either A, seen her, the person who they were using for a picture, right?
The victim of the catfishing, the lady, the person with his profile.
Yeah, the person whose profile it is, right? They either knew her or they knew the catfisher account. You know, like, oh yeah, I know her. She's friends with me on Facebook. Like shit like that. And so he never thought anything of it because people he knew who she was.
Wow.
And so
Okay.
and catfishing wasn't a thing at the time. Nobody knew what the fuck it was.
That is kind of what blew it up. That is kind of what.
And yeah, it was nuts. But the most fucked up part was after they said everything about what happened to him, because it came out right around the national championship and they played Bama. And they got fucking raped by Bama. Like absolutely annihilated. And he got ran all over. Did not look like Manti
I think
Te'o.
it was 2012
Yeah. And then
or 2011.
he's getting ready to go to the draft, and then that's when the full thing breaks out. And his draft stock drops. He was a Heisman runner as a linebacker.
I remember that.
So he was going to go
I thought he won the Heisman.
first, second, third. No, because the last defensive person to get the Heisman is Charles Woodson.
So was it Cam Newton that year?
No, Johnny Manziel.
It was that year?
Yeah.
So it was 2012.
Yeah. So they show how much it ate at him and just destroyed his self-confidence. And he talked about having to go to therapy, what it was like trying to play football after that. He was talking about being in San Diego, and instead of being this confident leader, his whole body would go numb and he would just get terrible anxiety every time he got on the football field. It just completely ruined him. And then he finally went to therapy and went through it. And then after that, they go to her, talk about her, becoming transgender, and like champion her at the end. They're like literally says, I wish I could, take it all back, but at the same time I don't, because then I wouldn't really know who I would want to be today. I wouldn't know who I really am. You just ruined this man's life.
That is so selfish.
Like right at the end.
That is so selfish.
And then the way that it was directed was like they made her to be the hero.
Really?
Yes. If you watch the end, it shows her in her Hawaiian native, like luau dancing, and she's out there dancing by the water as she's talking about herself. That
is so fucking annoying.
When they just cut, the last time you see Manti is when he's like, I had to finally go to a therapist, and he said, do you forgive him? Because it was him at the time. He's like, yeah, I've forgiven them. And the therapist asked him, have you forgiven yourself? And then he had to really think about it. And then he's like, I had to do a lot of self-thinking and finally get past that. And if there's something that I had to say to them today, is I forgive you. And then that's where it ends with Manti Te'o. Then it goes to her. I'm like, what the fuck?
That pisses me off, honestly. How could you frame her as anything but a fucking conniving person in general? Whatever they're, a dude or a woman, whatever. Like, they're a terrible person.
Yeah.
He asked, have we been catfished? No. I mean, honestly, no. Like, I have had all my dates I've met, through some...
Yeah, no, actually, because of Manti Teo, I have never been catfished before.
Yeah.
There's been attempts, but I shut that shit down because I want proof.
Yeah.
I try to find a way to make proof.
You know, you get a little weirded out when you see that the girl is from Kenya or whatever. You're like, okay, is this a... But then you go and meet her and you're like, oh, she's actually a really nice person and she's decent. And, it's like... I don't know. I've been lucky like that. I don't know. I've never been catfished, and I mean, I guess girls have represented themselves differently as people. Like that one girl I took out on a date in early May to Trappers, like from my high school. Like, damn, that was hella fucking annoying. Like, I took, like, cause we talked like every night, like every day, all day. We FaceTimed for like fucking 6 or 4 hours one night. She was like sending me videos and pictures like that she took like models. She's like a model or whatever, or trying to be a model. She was like sending me pictures that no one had seen yet. So I was like, damn, she must be, like liking me or something.
Mm-hmm.
And so then I took her to a fucking date, and she, it was nice. We'd smoked weed together, and it was good weed. She rolled us like some blunts. We talked. It was a great conversation. Then we went into Trappers. We sipped each other's drinks, which was, a great fucking sign. It means, oh, she's comfortable enough to,
get your herpes.
Yeah, exchange fucking saliva or whatever, shit. And that dinner was like $100 and fucking, whatever dollars. Of course, it's fucking Trappers.
Yeah.
And so then afterwards we go back in my car and we smoke again for a while, for like another hour, and we talk, and it was great. And then, like, in the end she goes, well, I feel like you're just not quite all the way over your ex, but I'll talk to you, like, about that later. And then I was like, okay. And then she left, and I left, and then we kept talking for a few more days after that, and the messages got fewer and farther between, until she just finally didn't reply to anything I fucking said, and it, didn't make any sense to me at all, and, there was no explanation, there was no, hey, Bailey, I just don't think we're gonna work out, I totally would have accepted that, I don't care. I can take an L. I already thought she didn't really like me to begin with, but then I was kind of surprised when we went out,
Yeah.
She was pretty hot. Definitely hotter than my I was like, okay, upgrade, I wasn't even, I was over, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, that, in that way I got kind of catfished, I feel like, because there was this whole, lead-on point where I felt like it was going to be something. And then I get that, I pay for the dinner, and then it's just cut, basically. And I pay for the weed, of course. So it's like, right? She just gets smoked out, taken out to dinner.
Oh,
nice
wait.
Conversation. And I didn't even try to kiss her because I'm a gentleman.
Back to the prostitute story that I told on the first podcast. That's kind of a catfish.
That was definitely a sort of a catfish situation.
Yeah.
Catfish parallel.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, yeah.
Because you thought you were going to meet up to meet up. You didn't think.
I thought we were going to, actually, meet up to, go on a date.
Yeah. You offered to go on to dinner, and she was like, okay.
She's like, oh, yeah, but I kind of just want to stay in tonight. I'm like, okay, I understand that. She's like, I'll make you dinner. I'm like, okay, that's nice for a change. I mean, I prefer to cook, but whatever. And then that's when the asking for money started.
Yeah.
Can you help pay for a babysitter? Red flag. Because I didn't know she had kids.
Right. Right.
And then it went on to, can you help pay for the groceries for the dinner? I'm like, okay, so I'm paying for it. We might as well have just gone out, but at this point. And then, can you pay for some weed? I'm like, no, because I'm not going to smoke. He's like, can you help pay for this bottle of tequila so that we can drink some tequila together? I'm like, well, I don't want to drink that much because I got to drive home. And it was kind of a mob. It was in Furcrest.
Yeah, and you live in Bonner, so it's
Yeah.
like, at least a 50-minute drive.
Yeah.
Right?
And yeah. So when I showed up, and I was like, I texted her, I'm here. Then she just dropped me with okay, now you gotta pay me $300 if you want to fuck. I'm like, you couldn't even like come out and say hi first, like, damn.
She was not even that hot, bro.
No.
She was actually very not hot. She was very gross.
And then
you were just giving her a chance, like maybe she was really cool or something.
Yeah.
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 You didn't know.
I didn't know.
Shit.
And then
And that's what you get for trying to.
And I was like, nope, sorry, bye. Got in the car, left immediately. And then I get a text from her. I was like, oh, so you just wanted to fuck? I'm like, no, I wanted to hang out, but obviously you just wanted to fuck.
For money.
For money. And she's like, oh, well, we could have just hung out. And I'm like, well, that's obviously not the vibe. Well, like, anyways, then she tried to lower her price down.
Negotiate.
Yeah, she's
Like
like,
a real
oh,
salesman."
sorry, I was using speech to text. I didn't mean 300. I meant 100.
Oh, sorry, I was using the metric system.
Sorry, I was talking about in Canadian, so really that would be $100.
Oh my god, dude, she is just. Oh my god. Yeah, okay. Yeah, fuck that lady. People like that are why Kevin Samuels had a point.
That's why Andrew Tate has a point.
Dude, he's gone.
I know. He's
Like,
fucking
Literally,
gone.
wiped. He's not even in any of the reels anymore.
It's actually insane.
He was there
How
all over.
fast. They just went, nope.
And he's like, yeah.
And I think the accusations were rape accusations, and that's what kind of got him pulled. But there's plenty of other people that have been accused of the same thing, and they've gotten pulled way
Not to
less
Andrew
fast.
Tate. Joey, not to Andrew Tate. Dude, okay, we're not saying he's right.
He's cool.
We're not saying he's right about fucking everything or that he's cool. I think he's playing a character too, honestly.
Yeah.
He's definitely playing a fucking character. I mean, some of the shit he says he has like somewhat of a point on, but it's like nuking a convenience store robbery.
Yeah.
It's like kind of his takes on shit. It's a little much.
Yeah, like he has a point on like the women that just ask for money.
Yeah, and
Like-
also like the high value men and high value women like that. But that's not an Andrew Tate exclusive take.
No,
That's sort of
that's
his
just
point.
something that he's.
He has
He
some good
said.
points, but yeah, but
Yeah,
he's a
but-
fucking douchebag.
Yeah.
I will 100% say that, and he's not even that good of a fucking fighter. He called himself a world champion kickboxer, but look at who he fucking fought, bro. He fought guys like
Jake Paul.
Jake Paul would whoop everyone's ass in the ring that he fought. And I hate to say that. But it's the fucking truth, bro.
Yeah.
Except for the people, there were a couple people Andrew Tate got slumped by, bro. He's not even, I don't know. But he had some fucking shit to say. Okay, like especially how
The only thing that
Horror-
I would stick up for him for is because it's insane how like within 3 days he was completely wiped from the internet when there are way worse disgusting fucks.
the Taliban has a Twitter account.
Boom.
Okay.
Example one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
so,
this guy just says women are property. That's what the Taliban believes too.
I mean, that okay, like that point, he does say that basically, and that point I totally disagree with on him. I don't agree with that.
And I don't agree with it either. But at the same time, the Taliban does, and they still have a
No,
Twitter.
they agree with a lot where that the women don't deserve to be educated.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, bro. They also, I think too. This is the last thing I'll say about Tate. Women got some power. Yeah, they do. But here's the last thing I'm going to say about Tate. Is speaking from experience, like, whores are not good. Like, for relationships, for wife material.
Yeah.
They aren't. Like, they are and usually entitled, and they think they can just get by using their body, and so they don't develop any real world skills ever. So you want more of a conservative woman that feels the need to better herself.
What sucks is that whores are becoming more common.
In America, especially. Yep.
It sucks.
I know.
Not every woman is a whore. But
that kind of, it's
the percentage is rising.
becoming more accepted, and like dudes, it goes for dudes too, I guess, you know, but
yeah. No. Guys are pieces of shit too.
But
everybody's a piece of shit.
But it's just, you know, the whole thing about the
don't worry, I hate everybody equally.
The whole thing about the woman thing that sort of makes sense. Like, he's like, well, women cheating is worse. And I'm like, I don't know about that, but like, okay, here's like a time where like women cheating is worse. Like, if you're a dude who's out like in combat and your bitch is like back home getting railed by Joe Schmo.
Yeah.
That's like worse than, for example, if you're a stay-at-home mom and your guy goes out and fucks some whore.
Yeah.
Honestly, you're cheating at home while the guy's at war is worse. But that's just, I don't know if that has to do with gender.
I think
that's more just like a situation sort of a deal.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's just something about being entered. That's more, you know, it's more, seems
vulnerable.
Seems like it's more like gross to be entered by a bunch of things versus entering a bunch
of things. Not just one?
Yeah. Well, that's, you know, if you're cheating on, I mean, we're talking whores here.
True. Whores. Bunch of things. Yeah.
I feel like it's grosser, and that I might be having a complete double standard here, but I think it's grosser to be entered by a bunch of things than enter a bunch of things.
We don't need to get back into our Vegas trip.
Okay. I don't know who got entered by what, but yeah, all I know is I woke up and my dab pen was gone, so.
Hey, good thing we had separate rooms this time.
Yeah, no, that was actually hella nice. Rooms were hella nice, and it was nice. We had our own like crash pads, dude, and we had like little views.
Yeah, we did.
And we could open the window.
Yeah.
In the bathroom.
Yeah.
It was kind of nice, bro.
And the showers were nice as fuck.
The showers were nice as fuck. It smelled good.
Yeah.
Everything in the room was like decent. Honestly, there was nothing about it that was bad. The Circa was, of course, nicer, but it's not free yet.
No.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that it's coming.
For me, dude, come on. I have gambled thousands and I've gambled over $10,000 in sports there.
Well, I think just because you paid for rooms there at some point, You will. Because that's why I have free rooms at MGM. It's not because I fucking gambled.
So what's? Yeah, I gotta
It's because
find.
I had 4 nights at MGM resorts.
I gotta find out what's going on with my life, because once I do, if I'm moving, then obviously I'm not gonna use any of that shit, because I'm gonna be living down there. But
yeah.
I'm just gonna rack up on fucking comp points, dude. Think about that. I'll be living there. I can be fucking like diamond status at Caesars because I can be there during the 5 times tier credits for everything.
Yeah.
Just rack them up.
Then you do your sports betting there.
I'm not doing it at Circus still.
Yeah.
Until I get free rooms there.
Okay.
That's my goal.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna navigate back over to. I'm just gonna play video poker and shit at MGM.
That's one way to do it.
Well, because I'm just gonna put $100 in every time. I'm not gonna play the whole 100.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna have it in, and then I'll probably play. The whole time I'm there, hour, 2 hours. It's not gonna go all the way down.
I thought of this the other day. I drove by the fair.
Yeah.
Drove past the whatever Dave's Diner,
Don's
Drive-In, and the 7-Eleven's right there. Do you remember what happened at that 7-Eleven?
Kinda. I might need a
with Roman
Oh.
and a homeless man.
Nah, remind me.
Remember we went to the fair with some ladies. This was like, it had to be 8th grade. And
Was it with Kaylee and Michaela?
Yeah. And Callie.
R.I.P.
Rip. Yeah, we were in there all day, and then we finally left, and we were waiting for our ride. Well, we went to the 7-Eleven to get junk food for the basement.
Slurpees or whatever. Bunch of candy.
Shit for the basement that night while we were playing
That was our
2K Blacktop. And we were waiting for your dad to pick us up, and this homeless dude was standing outside the 7-Eleven next to us, and we were talking about the slingshot.
Yeah.
And
like the ride.
And you're like, oh, what if that broke right now, whatever, and we were fucking with Roman, saying that he would run up to the news reporter to say some stupid shit. And then somehow...
There was a news reporter there?
No. Like, if the shit broke and somebody died, there'd obviously be news. Right? And that he would run up to the news reporter and say some dumb shit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right? Well, it got somehow turned into incest.
What?
I don't know. Something about cousin fucking and
Oh,
whatever.
okay, right. One of our dumb jokes.
Oh, I think it was because of Roman and your cousin.
Oh, God, yeah. Okay.
And so we said cousin and fucking in the same sentence, and this homeless man overheard that, and he said, well, it's not incest if it's anal. Those are words to live by right there.
Ew, he did say Okay, now I do remember that. Yeah, he did say that. And then my dad pulled up shortly after.
Thank God.
Yeah, and I think we died laughing that night. I remember that. We were laughing really hard.
I just drove by the fair and I fucking remembered that. I was like, oh, that was hilarious.
Dude, do you have any interest in the fair this year?
There was a concert. I can't remember who it was.
I don't know.
I wish it was Kid Rock.
I don't have any interest.
I'd go see Kid Rock.
I mean, sure, but I don't have any interest in going to the fair in general. Like just to go.
I mean, I would like to experience it being 21.
Yeah, I'd probably be a little better, but I mean.
Because, I mean, they got the beer garden, they got the fucking party deck on top of the Monster Burger. Remember that shit?
They do.
It's always popping.
True.
It's like, man, I wish I could go up there.
Yeah.
Now I can go up there.
That is kind of fact. I'm going to the fair on the 18th.
Is there anything special on the 18th, or you just telling us when you're going to the fair?
Yeah. Man, I didn't ask yet. I'm just kidding. Well, I don't know, dude. I just don't like the fair.
I don't know. I'd go once.
I just don't want to get drunk and eat a bad food because I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get drunk and eat an elephant ear or fucking fried, Twinkie or some shit.
Okay, but we're just gonna get drunk here and order 100 wings. So what the fuck is the difference?
I'd much rather eat 100 chicken wings than one elephant ear. That's just when I'm going with my girlfriend.
Oh.
You have multiple. Okay. Cool. I don't know whether you're a dude or a girl, so.
Girl.
Oh, okay. Cool. Nice. I was about to say, he's kind of pimping. That's
Damn, rolling up with girlfriends to the fair.
Facts.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I think the Beach Boys are supposed to be there. There's only one original member, and he's like 82.
Yeah, I don't want to go.
I don't want to go to that. Yeah, I can't remember. There was somebody, but I can't remember. They probably already played. They probably played opening weekend. What else? What was another story I was gonna tell?
I don't know. I'm low-key getting tired.
Well, yeah, how many fucking dabs did you rip?
A lot. But I'm also just fucking tired from, jujitsu and shit.
Yeah.
I think we've been going for an hour and a half, right? Can you check? You're gonna have to go back a little bit.
Yeah, hour and a half.
Okay, we can call it if you want. Do another one. Because we kind of owe it for the week we left off.
What?
We give them another podcast this week sometime. Maybe on the weekend.
I'll be in the van.
Ugh. You just want to live out there permanently.
I know. It's in the works. It might happen. We'll see.
Fair.
I'll know by the end of this week.
both
I'll know by the next podcast.
We both might be moving. We have to do it remote. We're going to have to figure that out. It's not that hard.
No. Fuck no.
We'll figure it out. Because I might be moving to the desert. We'll see. Okay, guys. That's enough for this week. Like and share with your friends. Thanks for staying.
Always comment what you want to hear.
Facts.